The Armstrong Mansion, an architectural masterpiece, the finest residence ever to be constructed in Savannah, Georgia. Conceived and built exactly 1 century ago by shipping magnate George Armstrong, and located in the heart of historic Savannah, overlooking the elegant and expansive Forsyth Park. Now, distinguished entrepreneur and Savannah native Richard Kessler has become the most recent steward of this monumental building, with plans to restore the Armstrong Mansion, to return it once again to its rightful place as a grand home.
As we move forward now with this beautiful structure and historic place, we're just excited about it. We have a lot to do, many subcontractors, but they want to be a part of this history too. They want to see the Armstrong Mansion come back to life. So I think we're going to have a really fired up team to carry this all the way through and just surpass our expectations. I'm very excited about the quality of direction we're going. Let's get busy, guys.
Yeah.
The original door hardware we still have. We spent months cleaning the door hardware, and it all had covered in paint, hadn't been cleaned or touched in a long time. So we had a carpenter spend quite a while just cleaning it and then putting it all back on. So we did plaster work on every single ceiling in the house. We re-skimmed them all flat. We did plaster, we did not do drywall. We stuck to what historically was done. We only had to do very minor touch-up on the details. So the details are relatively original. So these guys right now are working on cleaning all the glass because we're bringing in a 3M window film product. So they're getting all the glass clean. That way when the guy installs his window film, he just has to do a soap wash on the window and then install the window film. And that's how we are helping keep the heat out of the house as we have the original windows and they're not double paned or insulated. So these are the original tiles. They're from a company called Ludovici that is still in business today. Right here you can see where the finish has worn off down to the clay base of the tile over the 100 years that people have come and gone. And then where cracks have appeared, Scottish Stonecraft actually came in and did a treatment with a green mortar infill to fill the cracks and help them disappear into the field of the tile. Scottish Stonecraft did all the cleaning on the original building, the repointing of all the mortar joints, and so now our building is 100% clean. The painters have gone through and scraped and repainted all the windows on the exterior, all the railings on the house, the exterior of the house were all sandblasted and then repainted with a Tanemic epoxy paint to make them last another 100 years. These gold details here were done about 10 or 12 years ago. There was a gold leafing product that was put on them. So we're wanting to refurbish that look and recreate that look. So currently we're in the process of tearing the entire sidewalk out on Gaston Street that borders with the property. We're going to be relaying a brick paver down instead. So the rest of the majority of the city of Savannah is brick pavers already. This way this section will match the rest of the city.
So we're standing in the carport here, and this has been a parking lot now for nearly 50 years. But in the original design of the home, this was one of the driveways which leads to the carriage house. And in fact, an original carriage house to expand the entire property, which was actually truncated in the 1930s, right, all the way down to the west end of the site. So we're restoring the footprint of the original carriage house and reactivating this garden and these drives that lead to the carriage house.
And here you can see the addition that we've built. We started that in January, and we're still working on finalizing the pieces. Since we put a shovel in the ground to start the dirt work of the addition, it's been 11 months to get to this point. There is no fast way to set brick and stone of this style. So these granite urns, the architects were able to take the details from it, put them in CAD drawings, and they recreated these urns for in the back.
Today has been a remarkable benchmark in what's been an incredible adventure. As we look back over the many months of work here, we put our pencils down and our shovels down and our hammers down, and really the last few weeks seeing this whole project come together, all of the visions, all the aspirational, the ideas, how the sculpture would work, how the art would work, but seeing it realized, I think, it hasn't ended a process, but in a sense it's sort of begun something new. It's begun the next chapter of this amazing property.
I don't know, I enjoyed the restoration process. I enjoyed, taking it from its old tattered lady back to where it is now. The fun part is always the finishing touches, but really I like the dirty part of it. That's sort of my favorite part.
Yes, well, we've had some wonderful guests here today, and obviously enjoying it. Nothing but a lot of very good comments. People appreciate it for what it's done for Savannah, and it makes me feel very good about that it will be a major contribution in the future.